Montague's message, March 9, 2014. Our heartfelt thanks go out to all who participated in the removal of the dark energies from the tour in Glastonbury, England. This inspired painting shows clearly the results of your efforts. Glastonbury tour was painted by Renata van Rogert in Holland. She states, "Veils lifted, the passage is opened again. Visible, palpable, unstoppable guidance to a new Avalon. Michael's energy resonates from the gate into the world to stand guard. No dark energy can ever make a claim again. This is what can be achieved when all come together and work as one human race. This work must continue all over the world. You have proved that you can do it. All that is required is for you to take control and remove all that is dark and negative. Many are waking up and are refusing to be cannon fodder in wars that benefit only the few who need such energy to survive. As the light spreads, it illuminates all that is false. Their propaganda is failing to convince the public who are now seeing these wars for what they really are. It is important to make you aware of what is being done to so many of you. You need to understand that an outside force is being used to get into your minds in order to force you to do things you would otherwise never consider." Veronica was made aware of this when a friend, who is usually stable and responsible, stated that on 2 occasions recently, he was being mentally pushed to jump from one of the highest buildings in London. This has happened in the last few weeks. On Monday last, it felt like a huge dark cloud descended on Veronica. Suddenly, she felt hopeless and abandoned. So very alone, like nothing she had ever experienced before. These feelings were so strong. The dark ones were trying to force her to give up. Everyone she tried to contact was unavailable, so she felt abandoned. Her desperation became enormous. But ultimately, her determination to survive and complete the work brought her through it. A few days later she was contacted by another colleague who was going through the same scenario. You need to understand that this is what is being directed at you, and though it is extremely painful, you do survive it. This will help you to understand why so many have given up recently. I did warn you that the Cabal will use every weapon in its arsenal against you. They have had years to prepare for this time. You must make a stand and defend yourselves. Money is a large factor in all this. It is being used to cause great stress to ensure that you are already in a weak state of mind when they transmit these suicidal thoughts. All this only goes to show you how afraid they are of you. They are desperate to prevent you completing your missions on Earth. I say to you, be strong and believe in yourselves. Soon, money will lose all its power over your lives. It is used as a weapon to keep you down and servile. When it loses its power, everything will change, and that day is drawing near. You are now taking control of your own destiny and it feels good. You are learning to work together for the good of humanity. You are seeing those who advocate war as puppets obeying orders. The big picture is becoming clear to you. The confident plans they had made are falling apart and they are being left naked on the world stage. Give careful consideration to how you will deal with the situation when it finally falls apart. Never, ever, lower yourselves to their standards, for that would be playing into their hands and you do not want to do that. You have found your strength and it is in working together as one human race. You have proved that you can do it. You did it with the Ley Lines project. Everything else you will be asked to do in order to take things forward will prove easy. You have taken control. Know that you will succeed. Work with confidence, aware that united you stand, divided you fall. You have learned also that language was no barrier to you working together. Our grateful thanks must go to all who translate the messages, for they are performing a most important role in bringing humanity together. Without their input this would not have been possible. Be vigilant and learn to discern what is real and what is not. Be aware that you may be attacked by all sorts of viruses, mind control etc., in an effort to prevent your awakening. Forewarned is forearmed. You know what you are up against, and though they are undoubtedly powerful, you are the 99%. You have strength in numbers and in your awareness of what they are planning. Nothing can stop you now. Together, we will remove all that was dark and negative, and the wonderful thing about it is that you will not have to fire one shot in anger. It is our intention to help you create a peaceful environment where humanity will flourish, as it did once before. Be there for each other, always ready when the need arises. My love, it has been a tough week. Because you are sensitive, you felt the pain that was inflicted on you, and the feeling of desperation and hopelessness. But in your soul, you knew you would survive to carry on the work you are on earth to do. Remember, the Dark Ones are fighting for their survival. They have many weapons at their disposal which they will not hesitate to use. But their time is up and they will fail. We have truth and light on our side. We know we will succeed. Both sides of life have come together for this, so we will not fail. Take it easy, my dear. Try not to push yourself. You have been shown the outcome many times. You know what will happen. Everything is falling into place just as it should. Always, your adoring Monty. Channeled by Veronica Keane. MontagueKeane.com